I was like, why am I so slow? But then, yeah, because I thought it was a little bit more cloudy, but when I looked at the track temp, I was like, that could be the reason there.
Yeah, it's a good like half to 3/4 second slower, I think.
Like the
Well, at least I wasn't just imagining things and trying to make myself feel better. At least it's real.
Yeah, it's a compound effect of you sucking, actually. That's why you're so slow.
Damn, that was it. You got him there, Bobby.
I think it's actually an interesting combination because we got a little bit higher humidity and a little bit higher track temperature. So the humidity, the higher humidity and higher track temperature, the higher humidity makes the car go at a lower top speed, which makes you respectively push a little harder on the throttle because you're making up for it, which gets the rear a little looser because the track is hotter. So it's almost more important to be those easier on the inputs because the time is going to come how the time is going to come.
All right, now I can win then. Now that I know what to do.
Here I was blaming my crew chief.
Well, blame it on the league coordinator throwing in the dynamic weather.
All good in my book.
I like the dynamic weather. This was good this season. I think this mixes it up a little bit, so you got to be able to adapt and such.
Yeah, I like using the quali as a time to feel the track out.
March up. Gotcha.
Copy that, Steve. No real big announcements on this one, other than we just covered there on the dynamic weather. That seems to be key. Everybody knows about those couple key spots where defend the corners if you need. And I'll just point out next week is the final race of the championship, so look forward to having a driver meeting, an organized driver meeting after next week's race.
So all I have to do is punt Daniel here? Nice and easy. Your mic's no good, Daniel.
Catch the 14 car. Get ready, going green. The pace car is in. Green, green, green. Car right. Keep to the left. Clear. Right side. Keep to the left. Still there. Clear on the right. Car on your left. Clear. Right side. Keep to the left. Stay on the left. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Keep to the left. Clear.
Whew.
One minute 58.7. Car right. Clear on the right. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Right side. 1 minute 49.1. Stay on the left. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
Wow, it's an endurance race and I'm sweating. Oh.
1 minute 48.9.
Hour and 22 minutes left.
1 minute 49.3.
That was close, but we're still incident free. Tom's gonna be able to close. I was barely able to get away from the pack there after a lot of good fight. Man, if I don't catch a pack soon, I'm gonna end up being almost forced into a double pit if I don't get some opportunity to save some fuel. I was so close to catching onto that draft.
One minute 49.1. Right side. Stay on the left. Clear.
Alright, I blew my chance at catching the pack. Let's see if Tom can get there. That was a mistake to take advantage of, but I wasn't about to try and throw it up in there. Unless he continued to make a
Sorry,
mistake.
Mark, I keep messing gears.
I noticed the error, but it didn't get any worse, so I wasn't about to throw it in the middle, up the middle.
1 minute 50.8.
Wow, holy crap. Got loose tail. Not enough for a good run.
1 minute 49.9.
Man, screen's freezing.
Sorry about that, Mike. I'm a little all over.
One minute 49.4.
Chin up, dude. I got you. This was one of the most aggressive, hard racing early on endurance races we've had. I made a little error that let Tom get in front, and then he made one that I wasn't able to take advantage of. From there, it's just a matter of right now as we're dancing. Do we look peak pressure, or do we save fuel? Trying to keep the eyes open for in case he makes another goof because he was kept missing gears. I want to be ready to take advantage of it.
1 minute 49.8.
All yours if you want, Mike.
How did the bowling go? Trying to remember which track it was that Tom and I were like we were actually leapfrogging each other for a while. We're too even now. I can't get a good enough run. He's not making a big enough mistake. Got my dancing partner. The early part, those first couple laps, man, well, few was more than a couple, I think. And I'm not sure. It just felt like forever. Digby and we were battling it out. Like there was so much respect and good fighting going on. It was
me trying to
crazy.
get around Mike. I'm just trying to push.
This might be the run. Well, he got a good exit out of that. I don't know how.
1 minute 50.1.
You know, it might have been at Summit. On that long front stretch, I think it might have been. It's been a number of races ago since it happened. Or was it Charlotte? I think it was Charlotte. It was a while ago. It was early this season. So probably 5 or 6 weeks ago. 6 or 7 weeks ago. Digby's getting back in the mix. Gotcha, man. Eat up, dude.
1 minute 50 even. One minute 49.6.
Save Mike.
1 minute 50 even. One minute 49.9. One minute 49.8. 1 minute 49.5.
Oh no! Where'd Bobby go?
One minute 49.5. One minute 49.9. 1 minute 50 even. You have about 5 laps of fuel left. One minute 49.5. One minute 50.2. 1 minute 50.1. You have about 2 laps of fuel left. One minute 50.1.
I did my braking out of gear. Took it too easy.
One minute 51.2. You're in fifth. The leader's pitting now. That's it, we're out of fuel.
Oh, with 43 minutes left? That means I can make it. Now I could just drive it. Should be able to just drive it. Do everything I can to make it.
Two minutes 40.1.
Back out between Tom and Digby. Kevin's back there. I'm tied with Kevin right now. Championship. It's a race for 5th? 4th? I don't know. 4th and 5th, I think. One minute 52.3. Left side. Clear on the left. Right side. Clear on the right. Car on your left. Still there. Hold your line. 1 minute 50 even. Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the left. Box number 2. Shit.
One minute 49.1. One minute 49.3.
They're blue, but that's a battle in front of me. That's awesome to see. Hopefully I can get this done with this little interference or zero interference.
Minute 49.8.
I have very little experience myself with passing lap down cars.
Left side. Clear
Oh,
on the
he
left.
didn't need to brake. Well, I hope they can get back to battle, and as they were. Sorry to see that much courteousness, because I had a good run. I was just trying to make sure that I had room on the left to go around. they're separated a little bit now. Looks like at least a second. Alright. Time to get back to focus.
1 minute 49.9.
Oh, there's a gap. Meow. There's a gap. Meow. Uh-oh. Oh, Tom, get back together, Tom. Shucks.
One minute 49.6.
Excuse me. Oh, Athens in the pits.
1 minute 49.6.
Oh, Tom, sorry to see that. Killing it this race, too.
1 minute 49.6.
Alright, put the cap on Digby. That's no way to keep a gap. Mr. Lovell, 12 seconds.
1 minute 50.2.
Just wash out on one.
One minute 49.7. 1 minute 49.8. One minute 50.3. One minute 49.8.
That top 5 is getting farther and farther away. Within the last 20 minutes, though. See if anybody has to do a white flag pit stop. Who needs a splash and go?
1 minute 49.4.
Not ref match, Mark. You did not ref match. That's probably why I keep blowing that turn a lot this race. Just going lazy. Throttle lazy. One minute 49.8. laps.
1 minute 50.1.
Says I got 8. I'm gonna make it. Oh,
1 minute 50.1.
Captain, why are you going to this test?
I didn't hear him. Look at all that! 13 on the lead lap. This is so freaking awesome.
1 minute 50 even.
Oh no, Kevin, no! Oh, that sucks. Oh, Kevin.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Oh, Kevin, that sucks. Throughput failure with the
1
last few
minute
laps.
50.4.
So yours power.
All right, thanks.
Oh yeah, we got enough. It's so hot and humid out that it's actually hard to get the 5th gear on the back straight.
1 minute 49.6.
What? No, another one? Screw you, unacceptable throughput.
One minute 50.3.
One lap down. Makes that a nice battle right in front of me. Oh, not really battle. They're like 4 seconds apart. Okay.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
Oh, it's unnecessary, Vlad. You did not need to do that. Oh, no.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Oh, poor guy. The white flag pit. Anybody else? Any of the leaders up there in the pits? No, I don't see them.
1 minute 50 even.
Wow, man, that sucks. I have been there. That has happened to me. Unnecessary.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Falls back. Just in time for the
Good
white
race, dude.
flag. Poor guy.
Yeah, good race, mate. Doing good.
Nice win.
Digby and Elder are both coming through tight.
Alright,
Moment,
here's the
just
checkered flag.
breath behind.
Great job, you did really well.
Michael Bolton was right there, back there with them too, so I think everybody's in. I think there's two phrases for this race. One would be, screw you, unacceptable throughput. And two, holy crap, wow, that was some exciting racing. And look at all the people that are on the lead lap. That's awesome, gang.
Yeah, I would have had a few more if the throughput didn't fall through.
I think I jinxed it because I was like scrolling down through the standings on the F2 box and was like, wow, check it out, we got 13 people on the lead lap, and then boom, unacceptable throughput, boom, unacceptable throughput. I was like, no!
Yeah, could have been 13 of us. Yeah. Oh well, that was a good race though. I mean, I don't think I was gonna best any of my old races, so it wasn't a huge, like, crushing thing for me. It was just a bummer.
Six drop weeks to the for the win again, huh?
Guess so, but I really want to figure out what the hell's up with my throughput falling through again, because my quality of service dropping, because I had it all figured out and now I don't know why it's doing this again.
Is that your Q bar, Kevin?
Yes, and it happened once before, and I looked up and I saw a few things on it and got it fixed and never had any issues, but then just a few days ago now, or a few weeks ago, it's flared up again.
Yeah, my boats are partially yellow the whole race. Red here and there. Kind of had me worried for a minute.
Yeah, before what would happen is it'd shoot up about 4 or 5 minutes into each session and kick me out almost immediately. And then recently what it's been doing the past few weeks is it kind of fills up slowly and everybody goes away and then it comes back and then it does it again, and it'll do it 2 or 3 times until it completely closes the channel on me.
I can't think of anything right now more frustrating than a spotty internet. It's a troubleshooting nightmare.
Exactly. And the thing that sucks is I figured it out once and had it going just fine, and now it's like back to square one, but it's almost even further back because what I did last time, I don't think that's what it is this time, so I don't really know where to even start.
Yeah, I know you did some work on that quality of service settings for the router. I mean, best case scenario, fingers crossed, it's just like you might need to just do a power cycle on the home network from modem to computers.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe that. I'm hoping, I don't know if this will have anything to do with it, but I'm hoping when I switch internet providers here in a few months that maybe that'll help. I really don't know, to be honest.
I'll be good. It's a crapshoot. Oh man. Wow, 0x, awesome. Who even won?
AJ, awesome race, dude.
I don't even know.
Thank you too, Bobby.
Second place was 0x. I think I had 3. Oh. Ouch, 15 frames per second. No, that's not drivable at all. That's a nightmare. funky love. I'm looking for. Just go back to the beginning. Oh, let's practice. Qualified 0. Check. Save on that. 30 seconds left before the server does an ugly thing. Let's go back to there. I did a fair amount of fuel conservation in the first stint, and then
I was like, why am I so slow? But then I was like, why am I so slow? But then, yeah, because I thought it was a little bit more cloudy, but when I looked at the track temp, I was like, that could be the reason there.
Yeah, it's a good like half to 3/4 second slower, I think.
like the humid.
Well, at least I wasn't just imagining things and trying to make myself feel better. At least it's real.
Yeah, it's a compound effect of you sucking, actually. That's why you're so slow.
Damn, that was it. You got him there, Bobby.
I think it's actually an interesting combination because we got a little bit higher humidity and a little bit higher track temperature. So the humidity, the higher humidity and higher track temperature, the higher humidity makes the car
flag.
go
It's
at a lower top speed, which makes you respectively push a little harder on the throttle because you're making up for it, which gets the rear a little looser because the track is hotter. So it's almost more important to be those easier on the inputs because the time is going to come how the time is going to come.
All right, now I can win then. Now that I know what to do.
Yeah, I was blaming my crew chief.
Well, blame it on the.
I was like, why am I so slow? But then, yeah, because I thought it was, I was like, why am I so slow? But then, yeah, because I thought it was a little bit more cloudy, but when I looked at the track temp, I was like, that could be the reason there.
Yeah, it's a good like half to 3/4 second slower, I think.
like the humid.
Well, at least I wasn't just imagining things and trying to make myself feel better. At least it's real.
Yeah, it's a compound effect of you sucking, actually. That's why you're so slow.
Damn, that was it. You got him there, Bobby.
I think it's actually an interesting combination because we got a little bit higher humidity and a little bit higher track temperature. So the humidity, the higher humidity and higher track temperature, the higher humidity makes the car
flag.
go
It's
at a lower top speed, which makes you respectively push a little harder on the throttle because you're making up for it, which gets the rear a little looser because the track is hotter. So it's almost more important to be those easier on the inputs because the time is going to come how the time is going to come.
All right, now I can win then. Now that I know what to do.
Yeah, I was blaming my crew chief.
Well, blame it on the league coordinator throwing in the dynamic weather.
All good in my book.
I like the dynamic weather. This was good this season. I think this mixes it up a little bit, so you got to be able to adapt and such.
Yeah, I like using the quality as a time to feel the track out.
March up. Gotcha.
Copy that, Steve. No real big announcements on this one, other than we just covered there on the dynamic weather. That seems to be key. Everybody knows about those couple key spots where defend the corners if you need. And I'll just point out next week is the final race of the championship, so look forward to having a driver meeting, an organized driver meeting after next week's race.
So all I have to do is punt Daniel here?
Nice and easy.
Your mic's no good, Daniel.
I said to him the other day, I said, how old are you, Barrett? He was like, 62 or something, like 64. I said, what? Shut up. Whether he's having me on or not, I don't know. I couldn't believe it at first.
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is awesome, man. For his age, you know what I mean?
He's killing it out there too. Get him a good, get him a solid, get him a solid connection. He's gonna give us all a run.
Where's he at? Is he overseas somewhere too?
USA, I think.
I think,
Oh, okay.
I think he's up in the plains states, the plains region. That's my best guess, educated guess, because I've looked at all that stuff, but I'm not sure.
Wow.
Anybody else work up a good sweat tonight?
Oh, you know it.
Whew. Man, those early laps were so crazy exciting on that I experienced. I was like, wow, we have stepped it up to such a higher notch because we are racing. There's like so much respectful and crazy early battling going on. There was and it wasn't like there was no disrespect, or I saw just a lot of like, well, you're a little slow coming off of that start, so I'm just gonna have my nose there. Once the nose is there, people were like jigging and jiving and taking places and defending, and me and AJ ended up in like a long battle that he finally went, all right, I'm gonna let it go so we can try and catch the pack.
Eventually, I was like, let's straighten out and get into a line because I knew we were about as fast and we could possibly get them, but there's a little bit too much battling to keep us away from
I was right there with you, the exact same thing. I was like, no, we don't need to battle right now. And then it was like, oh, I have my nose. It was like, oh, that's a mistake. My nose got in there, and then it was like, no, I can't get the pass all the way done, and we're just stuck. We're like, all right, I'll get out of it, get back behind.
After a little bit, I was like, you're a little bit faster than me, so I'll let you go. And we started to catch that front group, and then there's a couple more battles that broke out, and then we lost them.
Yep.
But it was fun.
I had a really good time. Tom, I was so disappointed to see Tom drop back, and then I saw him in the pits. I don't know what happened there, but we managed to hang together for quite a long time.
Yeah, he got it's something, I don't know if it'll show up in the incident review, but it was like lap 33 for me or something like that. He got loose through the the long left carousel, I guess you could say, and he was getting a little bit loose out of one and through two and whatnot, and so I went to his left, just the way that momentum carried me, and I wasn't super far up the left, but I was there. My spotter kept saying I was there, and I knew during that little left-right swing thing that it's not really a great place, but I was still there, and I wanted to try to hold that outside spot going into the next turn, and I held my tire on the white line, and next thing I know, he kind of swiped across my front, and I didn't get any X's out of it, so I don't know if it was, I don't know if he got loose and did that. I don't know if netcode touched him or what, but my tire was on the left line. Like, I didn't feel like there was anything I could do, so I feel a little bit bad, but.
Well, I know he was with me from behind for a number of laps, and I made an error, and he got his nose in. And I was like, all right, guys, I don't want to make the same mistake and fight you for lap after lap. I was like, just take it, go. And then he was missing gears. He was having some trouble with his clutch work. And he even apologized because he missed his clutch work. It got him a little sideways, and I put my nose right up the inside going into Hobbs. Those two hairpins. The second of the hairpin, because he missed the clutch on the first hairpin. And I was like, well, I kind of like you was like, well, I gotta fill the hole. I gotta take advantage of the mistake. But then there's no room for a run to get into Hobbs, so I was like, nope. I got my nose in there, but I'm like, yeah, but we're talking like I got a bumper to bumper, and I'm just not gonna throw. I'm just not throwing it up into this Hobbs.
Yeah,
So
I had the
I
outside.
backed off again.
I had the outside. I had a little bit of a nose, but I had the outside on him, and so I was like, well, I got to take advantage of him almost spinning, so I tried to hold it, and I don't know if his spotter said that he was clear or what, because I know that my spotter kept saying on my right, and then he came up to the left to try to get that full line into the corner, and it must have just turned him, but I don't know what to say, because like there was nothing I could have done. I was holding my line fine, I thought so.
Well, I know he was in the he popped up in the I saw his time tracking down, and then he popped up in the pits when I went by. So
Yeah.
it sounds like he probably has collected enough damage that the incident review should pick it up.
Okay.
If it doesn't, I know to look for it too.
Yeah.
I'll take your convo on it as a heads up too. Look for that one. I don't want to miss that one. There was
Yeah, no.
I saw
That was really the
Digby
only.
and Elder also dropped off at one point, and I'm like, I don't know what happened to those two. There's two occasions where Digby took a pretty substantial drop, and Bobby did earlier on.
I just did a self solo spin.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it
Did
slowed
we-
me up
did-
a little bit
did
because you
we-
spun right in front of me.
Right.
I think Bobby and I had some contact like in lap 1, and I don't know if we were 3 wide or what, but I was like, holy crap, I'm holding, and I'm not sure if we had, I'm really not, I don't think I actually registered contact, but there was so much close going on that I felt like we might have, or I might have got in the way, or had a little of a side shunt. It was so close. I didn't get any X's or anything,
It
but
was fun racing, though.
It was scary. Oh, yeah, it was.
Nice. I better go. Nice seeing you all. See you next week.
All right, man. Good stuff.
How's it going, everybody?
Hey, welcome back, Mr. Bowler.
Nice.
Nice indeed.
What was the series today?
Bowling.
I believe he means by series. What was your three game score?
Oh.
Haven't got
You
to
got.
that list.
He hasn't got,
I did
he hasn't got
terrible
to the
today.
bowling lingo yet.
Yeah. I'm not that. I say.
If it's less than 800, don't embarrass yourself.
I'm not that boring.
Okay. It's not 800. Wait,
Yeah.
isn't 800 like an almost perfect?
Yeah, they're
like,
really hard. They are really hard to come by.
My friend got a 700.
Yeah, you're talking like 263, 264 for or higher for all 3 games.
Yeah.
Mark, I looked at that replay of AJ's and Tom's accident. It's just like AJ said, he was holding the outside line, and I don't know if Tom thought he was clear. He just came up and went across his nose, took himself out. It's a shame, but it's what luckily happened.
Wait, Kevin, so your internet died?
Yeah, I mean, it
Kevin
resurrected, but it died.
Yeah, Kevin and Miranda both had unacceptable throughput in the last few laps.
Oh, can I just throw a music pun by you guys? I'm gonna see if you guys get this. Kevin, with your internet? Do you get it?
I heard.
Do we get what?
I heard something.
It's a music pun. It's a C7.
Oh.
Okay, I still don't get it.
See ya later.
Oh.
Littering and...
Get it?
Deep
See ya
breath,
later.
waiting for it.
Yeah, I have my guitar. I've been fiddling for like the past hour. Yeah. Oh
Good
shoot.
racing, guys. I'm out.
Yeah.
All right, see you, Joe.
Good stuff, Joe.
Sorry, I
Good
couldn't
hang in there.
Yeah.
Mike, you still hanging in with us from across the pond?
I am indeed, mate. I'm thinking about jumping on and doing some Daytona, actually.
Really? Wow.
He's crazy, man.
You hardballing it tonight.
I actually enjoyed that race. It woke me up. Usually by the end of it, I'm knackered, but that was an exciting race. That
Wait. Before you do it, how many beers have you had?
none.
Not American. Have more.
He's not American.
Good point, but he's doing something American. So you gotta have at least 4. I mean, Tyler's cracking it with 14. Gee whiz, Tyler, come on.
was
That's
a
why I
rough
couldn't
day.
get. That's why I couldn't
Rough
make it
night.
to a top 5 in this one because I didn't have any beers for the race.
Yeah, I see. Mark knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I didn't have any beers today though.
For me, it's wine.
I missed my optimal driving fluid dosage.
Well, yeah. Sorry, I couldn't give you more of a run for your money for the finish there, Mike. I was so pumped to just go at it for the last like 5 laps there.
My favorite racing fluid
I
is
was working up to that as well. I was getting closer and closer to you. I was like, okay.
Well, and I think honestly you were there. Like you were there at that point. It's just I was driving so defensively because I wasn't going to give it up easy that I think we were going to have a nice little battle because I knew if you had the faster car, whereas if you got around me, I think it would have been really difficult for me to try to get back around you. So I was just going to try to make it as tough as I could. But you hit the lag switch on me.
Robert done it to me last week. I was just
Ouch.
You were dropping all that. You were dropping all the defensive lines on him, and he was like, "Yep, toggle." I thought one thing. I think it was Barrett who's had trouble with his connection. He said something about his connection, like asked, like, "Is my connection all right?" And like, boom! A half a second later, the message pops up that Kevin's throughput is down. I'm like, no way! What the hell?
I'm like, Mike, you hit it on the wrong guy. He's behind us. He's behind us.
fix your network, toggle throttle, target.
No. Yeah. I mean, it's
turning off the targeting system.
It's got to be something on my end that I got to try to figure out. I just don't know when or how yet, but it'll come around.
To be honest, I think it had something to do with servers as well, because at the beginning I blinked, and I never blink at the beginning of a race.
Yeah.
But realistically, I shouldn't have much of a problem because Mark is. I mean, I guess the server is going to be in the United States somewhere. I shouldn't have.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
I believe it's been a while since I looked up. It's on the East Coast, I think. I'm like one of the closest people to it.
Right, like they
home field advantage.
Yeah, Michael probably has like godlike internet.
I also have my the one thing I do have working because I got with the East Coast national representative for Comcast and had him bring a team down and organize a whole committee between VDOT, Sewer and Water, and Comcast and all the other guys in order to get my internet stability issues solved a few years ago. And
I'm gonna have to review
it actually boiled down to they gave me a whole year worth of free internet when it took them 3 months to rebuild a hub down the street that was affecting service in the whole area.
I remember you saying that before, and it's like maybe I'll have to give them a call.
Yeah, the most amazing thing is that they put me on a. I went through. It was literally years of working with their reps and getting their managers to come out with a different thing. And I finally went. I've had enough, and I went straight to I went through entered their websites, went through and found who's in charge of what, and then I'm like googling that guy and how do I get to his office and I got him and sent him an email and was like, yo, motherfucker. I'm so tired of this. Here's the data I have that states that something is wrong. And he put a guy in charge of the account, and that guy contacted me and was like, let me just pull up your thing and look at it. And he goes, yeah, I can tell right here there's something terribly wrong with your connection to the main hub. I was like, all right, so what do I gotta do? And he goes, you don't have to do anything. I'm gonna pull out the gold team for you. And sure enough, man, they brought there was 7 trucks lined up in my cul-de-sac with literally water and sewer and VDOT, the Department of Transportation. They pulled out everybody, and you're like,
people
let's all get our heads
like...
together and find out what the hell's going on around here. And
Yeah.
since then, I still have the occasional throughput failure and different things happen. You know, there's still stuff that happens from time to time. But the one thing I did want to say is that while they were doing the repair, they connected me to some like military grade line somewhere or other. Because my modem, if you go through your your 198.68 whatever to get to your modem settings.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
modem was registered as offline for 3 months. It was like I am not connected to the internet. None of its features were working. All of its guts that are programmed from the factory were like off. It was useless. It was telling me there was no internet available. It was nothing. And I had the most screaming fast, faultless internet I have ever seen in my life. It was absolutely insane. And it actually went like down when they fixed the hub. They got everything replaced, and they were like, "And here you go, your service is back up and running. Think you're connected." And I was like, "Oh, I missed the military grade line, but I can't complain about what I got because it's fixed."
Itself does alright. It's gonna be better, but I think it has something to do with my router itself, and I've heard Linksys routers kind of, or Netgear routers, my bad, have issues with iRacing.
Netgear is what I have, and that image that I linked on that quality of service, that was direct. That was a Netgear.
Right, because it looks,
the
just like
Netgear Wind Genie or whatever it is.
Yeah, because I noticed it was the same way, but I think I already have my ports.
Yeah, I deleted all of them. I deleted all of them. There was a whole slew of like, I don't know, 60 or 70 different rules in there for the quality of service that were factory set. You know, there's for Netflix and there's all kinds of different things in there that are set, and I deleted every fucking one of them and put in the one for iRacing, and that solved my issue because my internet had been fixed before I was able to get onto iRacing. And I was like, I'm the blinker. I'm the douchebag out there who has to get out of everybody's way because I'm the one who's blinking all over the place. And that fixed it for me, hands down. No problem anymore.
See, I had the same thing, and I've deleted like all the rules, and I just don't get it. So
yeah, it does suck when it's like this works. Like, well, but not for me.
Yeah, so it's like
I'm
at a loss. Everything I looked up before to make it work worked for me. I did everything that I saw online, and I got it working just fine. And now that it's not again, I don't know what to do now.
Go with the first and easiest troubleshooting / quick fix is to power cycle everything. Power everything down, bring up the modem, wait, then bring up the router, wait, then bring up your computers. That'll help it reset and get rid of anything that might be jumbling it up. It'll sometimes just basically get it a clearer handshake with your local DN, whatever the name generator hub. And that might work for a little while, and then it might come back again. I mean, best case scenario, that'll reset your connection to the name server.
Yeah,
and get you cleared up for a week or two, and then boom, reset it again.
Yeah, that'll probably just be what I do. So, yep, we'll go from there.
Odds are that will not fix it, but you can always hope.
I love the realism.
Yep. It's worked for me on the rare occasion, but never for long.
Yeah, we'll give it a go. See what happens.
Totally off subject here, but if anyone's interested, I'm jumping into the production car Daytona race.
Wow.
If you want to join.
You're balls to the wall tonight, Michael. God love you. I'm gonna actually take a break before I do any more driving. I still haven't stuck my head in the freezer yet.
Yeah, I'm actually taking off myself. Good race, everybody.
Yeah, good race, guys.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
How long are those races, Mike? Thanks, Kevin. I am too.
They're only 30 minutes, I think.
They're like 3 gallons worth. I always do I do 3.3 gallons because the production car challenge is full open and there's no fuel cap. And
7 laps.
3.3 gallons is enough for all the production car challenges. Excuse me. Good old Daytona, old school 2007 Daytona too.
Have you practiced any, Michael, or are you just jumping in?
I'm just jumping in. I've just registered for the race, and I've got a set up from when we done the Daytona 24-hour, which
Right.
I'm going to try around it.
I wonder how that'll hold up there. Because that one was definitely more of a endurance build. Memory calls, I put that one together for specifically to like save the tires for the longest wear, and so it's got lower cambers and it's a little softer in the suspension to help the low cambers work a little bit more. Should still probably feel well, but I don't think it'll end up being fast.
See what she can do.
Heck yeah. Oh, I love this. We've been having this little post-race meeting, and I let the replay run. And I just put it on most exciting, and there's still a freaking train of 7 cars. 1, 2, or 6. One of them blinking. Can't count.
Who's blinking?
6.5.
I think that was you, Jeff.
Really?
Yep. Coming out of the coming on the exit of the final turn, you just blinked out.
God,
It was a single blink. I haven't seen it happening over and over again, but there was one blink. Nope, there's another one.
I'm watching it. Oh, advertisement.
Mike,
You're
I'm
holding on to the tail of the train with the occasional blink.
loading up.
One, two,
That
three,
setup
four, five,
feels.
yeah. Solid 6-car train.
Okay, let's see what this is all about.
Alright, I'm gonna go stick my head in the freezer. You want me to leave this running for you, Jeff? You're actually watching my stream?
Yeah, I was just seeing how much I blink. I hate that. I've never been a blinker. It's just all this.
Yeah, your sound is dropping out now too on Discord.
Really?
Could be something local going on. Too
Everything
many resources fighting.
They go kick
Hey
my
guys,
kid off the.
I'm gonna head off too. Great race, guys.
Good stuff, Steve.
Yeah.
Actually, Steve, before you were too courteous. I didn't realize you were. I didn't realize you were in here. You were so courteous, man. So courteous. There's a couple of points where I came up and I was like, no, you didn't have to get out of the way.
Oh, I didn't want to ruin anyone's race. I'm suffering today. I've got a sty in one eye, so.
Oh. I understand the need to do it out of respect for like, all right, I'm gonna move over and get it done. I just want to make sure that you know you don't have to do that. It's actually going to be in your best interest to work on not doing it, because you'll get more experience in more of a racy situation. But I totally commend and respect the while you're getting your feet wet and getting into the swing of things, because that's exactly how I started out all my races with iRacing. I was like, nope, I'm out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that guy. Go ahead.
So I thought I'll treat next season a bit different, but I'll just get used to everyone.
Good stuff, man.
But yeah, great racing.
Take care of that eye.
I'll see you all. Oh, I'm definitely gonna go rest it.
All right, buddy.
Right, see you guys later.
Later, man.
See ya.
See ya.
See you later.
What the balls is going on?
Alright, I'm gonna go put my head in the freezer. I don't think I'm gonna call it a night all the way yet, but I just don't know if I got any more racing in me tonight.
I think I'm going to play around in Mount Panorama with the Mercedes.
Ooh, the Mercedes.
Mercedes.
The Mercedes, I love that. Why would you do that?
That's I tried all the cars that I have at the 2 seconds faster with that car, so I don't get it.
Wow.
I'm gonna stick with it for now.
Wow, more balance of power updates coming.
Yeah.
Although I don't know how many more. It's hard to say, because they've done a lot of improvements just this season with what they just did. The Ferraris changed a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried the BMW. I bought it thinking, I'll just play around with it, and I couldn't make it one lap without losing my rear end. I just couldn't get it right.
Oh, well, my first instinct would have been to buy the BMW. That's one. Well, actually, I did buy the Ford because I was like, I'm not actually gonna drive the GT3 cars, so I'm just gonna buy the one that I used to like as a child when I had my little Hot Wheels and playing around in my diapers. So I bought that one. I never drive it, but the BMW is like that's a set up Miata basically. Front engine,
Z4.
rear wheel drive, roadster. So I'm all down on that car. I think that one's awesome.
Yeah, I thought it looked cool. That's why I got it.
Nice.
I know it's probably not the fastest. I've had more practice with the Mercedes than anything.
I think it has a lower. The BMW's got the lower top end, but is more. It's supposed to be more stable and faster in the turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to kill it at Road Atlanta. That Petite Le Mans.
The BMW.
Yeah.
The Petite Le Mans. That's coming up too.
That should be a ways out still.
Okay.
Because it's the last race of the year.
That's
schedule.
Right. It's the Le Mans is playing is this week and for IMSA I think.
Nice.
That's what I was thinking.
That would be kind of fun to do, actually.
Yeah, it's get the GT3s up to top speed on them long back stretches. There's
That's where you were pushing
there's
the
something to look
Ferrari,
forward
right?
to there.
Did you blow the Ferrari's motor or something on that?
No, but out at the taking it, lapping it around the green hell a lot this week.
Oh.
It's flashing red lights at me all over the place on on all the stretches, but it hasn't shown any excessive water temperatures or blowing. It took me a few days to start stringing some laps together, but I have been able to get 3 clean laps a few times, and with just redline it. I've been like, screw it. I'm just gonna see if what happens. Just keep pushing it and see where its breaking point is, and it hasn't. But that's only about 3 laps, so I mean you're talking like 18, 19 minutes. Well, 19 to 20 minutes for me, because I'm slow. But I'm slow and I'm still redlining it, so it's I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Man, that was some solid racing tonight. I love seeing this. There's multiple packs too.
Yeah.
Good
Your
stuff.
pack racing is good.
Respectful, tight, not aggressive, but respectful, tight racing in those early laps. That was fascinating. That's such a huge step from like Steve. We're all just like, all right, yeah, go ahead, you take it. I'll wait. I'll wait and save some fuel for the first 15 laps. And no rush. And we had some early battle fights. It was good stuff.
Yeah.
I look forward to taking a closer look at it all, rather than this background replay I got going on. All right, I mean it this time. I am done. I'm gonna split.
See you, Mark.